afford to have the General Police rule out negative effect. The Inspector General Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, IGP Olukayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD, NPM, addressed the nation in light of sizing the severe negative effect on our society. In his address, the Inspector General of Police highlighted several critical points that underscore the importance of maintaining peace and order during protests. He said, and I want to quote, "It is not only in Nigeria that there is action. It is a global meaning about it. Yes, end of quote." He stressed that while the current economic challenges are actively working to mitigate to the citizens. Reflecting on the 2022 NSAS violent protest, the Inspector General of Police remarks, and I want to quote, "Where police stations were burned down, criminals took over. Arms looted were in the wrong hands, and armed robbers took over. Women could no longer walk freely once it's 7 p.m. End of quote. He warned that the destruction of police infrastructure leads to a breakdown in law and order, leaving communities vulnerable to criminal activities. The IGP further stated that, in quote, "There are enough lessons to learn from previous violent protests in Nigeria." The IGP continued urging citizens to remember the chaos and suffering that followed such events. Seriously, quote again, "Dangers come with unchecked demonstrations," end of quote, he added, highlighting the potential for loss of lives, property damage, and widespread fear among the populace. The Inspector General of Police acknowledged the right to protest, stating that the right to protest is a right to peaceful protest. He called on all Nigerians to exercise this right responsibly and to avoid actions that could escalate into violence. Peaceful protests, he emphasized, are a powerful tool for expressing grievances and driving change without endangering lives and property. In conclusion, the Inspector General of Police reaffirmed the Nigeria Police Force commitment to protecting the rights of citizens while maintaining law and order. He urged all Nigerians to cooperate with the police to ensure that any forthcoming protests are peaceful and orderly. In the same vein, the police want to reiterate again that this time around, we need to be very careful the way we read and circulate fake news. We will recall that during the 2022 NSAS crisis, violence were actually triggered by the spread of fake news. We want to appeal to Nigerians to please stop spreading fake news. We have seen all over again where some platforms have written that the IGP declared curfew or imposed curfew. This is not true in any way. There is no point that the IGP has led the media or has made any comment to impose curfew on any Nigeria or any part of this country. This is mischievous and it's not acceptable in any way. We want to hold Nigerians that this time around we are very careful the way we copy, we paste, we circulate news content. Because many of them, I'm sure, and we have seen where many have actually regenerated old content, videos, pictures, and circulated as if the events are just occurred. Videos where there are vandalism of property, destruction of private and public facilities. Just yesterday, the video went viral. Behold, this incident occurred during NSAS 2022, almost 4 years ago. But it was circulated yesterday as if it's a fresh incident in a part of Lagos State. We want to appeal to all Nigerians to please let us shun this idea of spreading fake news. We cannot afford to put our country on fire or to set our country on fire We need to be very, very cautious of this. We need to be more patriotic this time around. The hardship in Nigeria is part of the reflection of what we have globally, and of course, the global economy made that. The government is ready at all times to engage all interest groups, our stakeholders, particularly the teeming youth, to make sure we don't set Nigeria on fire again. We cannot afford to have destruction of lives and property. We have policemen who are killed, roasted, and of course, eaten by fellow Nigerians. We can't afford again where thousands of our economic facilities were destroyed, vandalized, many looted. Of course, up till now, victims of the violent 2022 incidents are still struggling to get out of this problem. We want to appeal to all of you. I will do at various command headquarters, even as zonal commands across the length and breadth of this country. Let us engage commissioners of police, assistant inspectors general of police, or if you wish, you can engage us at the level of the force headquarters, where we're going to brainstorm on how we can have a better of people's rights, expression of people's rights, association or assembly we want to organize for us to have a better system in this country. Thank you.